Okay, everyone, here is part 2 of a review. Let's go ahead and get started here. Okay, again, on that quiz last week, this was another kind of problem that was really bothering me. Way too many mistakes. Okay, so let's just get going here. Notice here how I have a 9 here and an 18 there, and with a fraction, guys, remember, it means divide. And that's the thing I think some of you guys don't understand. Fractions mean divide. So I have 9 divided by 18 there, but what do we normally do with numbers, with fractions? We reduce them, right? So how about if we just simply divide by 9? Because after all, 9 times 2 is 18, right? And so we end up with a 1/2. 9 divided by 9 is 1, 18 divided by 9 is 2. So regular numbers you reduce like you did since elementary school. Now what about the x squared and x4? Well, with divide and exponents, guys, you subtract. Again, with divide and exponents, you subtract. So I know that 4 minus 2 is 2, but notice the higher power is in the denominator. That's why the x squared is going to be, or x2 is going to be in the denominator. So whatever the higher power is, that's where it goes. Finally, what about y6 and y2? Well, 6 minus 2 is 4, and the 6 is a higher power, so that's why y4 goes in the numerator, and that's all there is to it. So regular numbers you reduce, like always. Powers you subtract. So, here we go. Another division or fraction problem. How about we divide by 5? And we now know our fraction part is 5/6, or 5/6. And now notice the M3, and don't forget that's a M1, and 3 minus the 1 is 2. The 3 wins. That's why it's M2 there. What about the N squared over N8? Well, obviously the N8 is going to win. And if I do 8 minus 2, I get N6 in the denominator. That's it, guys. That's all there is to it. Okay, let's keep going on. So what about this one? Oh, look at the negative powers. But guys, don't make it any harder than it really is. If you have a negative exponent, just do its reciprocal. In other words, this a negative 3, I'm crossing it out, and I'm simply going to put a3 down here. Once you do the reciprocal, the negative part of the exponent goes away. Likewise, b negative 2, no sweat. I know if I flip it to the top, it becomes a b to the positive 2. So now let's just see what we got here. 18 and 15, I'm going to divide by 3. And I'm going to get 6/5. Notice in the denominator here, guys, I have a to the 2 times with the a to the 3. Well, with times we add. 2 plus 3 is a5. In the numerator, the only thing left is b5 and b2. So again, by multiplying, I add. 5 plus 2 is b7. And that right there, guys, is my answer. 6b7 divided by 5a5. Pause the video one more time. This will be our last one. So if you notice, oh, I have a negative power. A couple of them in the denominator, right? Well, again, no sweat. Let's just go ahead, cross them out, and flip them over, right? So if they're in the denominator, you flip up. If they're in the numerator, you flip down. Y negative 5, no sweat. It's now y5 up here. Notice the 24 and 32 I can divide by, let's see here, how about 4? See what we come up with. Ooh, I think I can do more than that. So 24 divided by 4 is 6. 32 divided by 4 is 8. I can divide by another 2. So if I do that, I get 3/4. So 24/32, in other words, I really should have divided by 8, okay? And that would have gave me 3/4 to begin with. Now notice the only thing left is x squared with the x3, which is x5. Let me be a little bit neater there. x5 and y4 and y5. 4 plus 5 is y9. Both of them are in the numerator. And we're done. And so guys, unless I'm mistaken, that should be my last problem. So until next time, bye.